From his porch, Thomas watched two men in official-looking uniforms slap a violation sticker on his wheelchair ramp, calling it illegal. One gripped a drill, the other radioed for a tow truck. But when they returned at 4:30 a.m. with a crowbar, they didn't know cameras were rolling, or who was waiting. What happened next stunned the entire town. Let's rewind. My dad, Thomas, had little left he could control. His ramp was his lifeline. Not some store-bought kit, but lumber from Home Depot, bolted with precision. He calculated himself before his second stroke stole his right side. He built it with my brother Michael, in the spring before his health declined. I still see them in the driveway, Thomas sketching on graph paper, Michael sawing, bickering over measurements like they were crafting a spaceship. That ramp wasn't just functional, it was pride, freedom, the one thing Thomas didn't need permission to use. For Mom, Ellen, it was a lifeline too. If he got stuck, she'd joke about towing Thomas up with the car. He's not heavy, just stubborn. She'd laugh. She passed 2 years ago, her sweater still draped over her chair by the window. Every morning, I'd wheel Thomas onto the ramp. We'd watch the street stir, kids biking, neighbors' cars rumbling. That ramp was our fortress, our fragile normalcy. Then a white SUV rolled up, shattering the peace. I was in the kitchen, brewing coffee, when tires crunched gravel. Through the blinds, I saw them, two men in beige uniforms, one with a clipboard, the other with a tool belt. No official plates, just a magnetic sign, HOA compliance unit. My gut twisted. We had no HOA. Banging started. I scalded my hand, dropping the kettle, and rushed out. The tall one, wiry, maybe 40, stuck a neon sticker on the ramp. Condemned, non-compliant. The shorter one, stocky, was drilling into the base. Stop! I yelled, barefoot on the porch. They didn't flinch. This violates Code 3.2.7, the tall one said, eyes cold behind fake sunglasses. No HOA here, I snapped. He claimed a 2023 covenant override. Gave them authority. Lies. We'd never gotten notices. Thomas watched from the doorway, eyes wide, mouth struggling to form words his stroke-damaged vocal cords couldn't release. You're trespassing, I said, stepping forward. The short one smirked. 2 units coming. Maybe your car too, it's over the setback. Rage surged. This is for my disabled father, Thomas whispered. You can't take it. The tall one turned, patronizing. Sir, stay inside. We're authorized. That's when Michael appeared. Home from deployment, still carrying the desert's weight, he moved silently down the driveway. What's this? He asked, voice like steel. The tall one repeated his script. Michael stepped closer. You're faking it. Leave, or I make this a veteran defending his father's property. He ripped the badge off the short one's chest, plastic, cheap. Silence hit like a bomb. You've got 30 seconds, Michael said. The tall one sneered. We'll be back with enforcement. Michael didn't blink. Bring cameras. They peeled out, tires skidding. Thomas gripped his chair, shaken. Michael knelt. They're gone, Dad. But we knew it wasn't over. That night, Michael wired motion sensors and cameras. We slept in our clothes, jolted by every creak. At 4:07 a.m., the alert pinged. Through the camera feed, we saw them, the same men, crowbar and dolly, moving to dismantle the ramp. Michael was at the door before I could stop him. The porch light blazed, exposing them. The tall one pried at a plank, the short one prepped the dolly. Put it down, Michael said, voice deadly calm. They froze. You're trespassing, he continued. And you're done. The crowbar clattered to the ground. Michael raised his phone. Live to 30,000 followers. Say hi. The chat exploded, vets, locals, furious. The short one reached for something at his belt. Don't, Michael warned. Just a phone, the man stammered. Michael didn't budge. You're dismantling a protected mobility structure. That's felonies. I stepped out, shaking. "This ramp is my father's only way to the world." The men's eyes showed no remorse, only annoyance. Michael pointed to the curb. "Sit. Wait for the sheriff." Sirens wailed, closing in. The tall one muttered, "We were told to do this." "By who?" Michael pressed. Silence. 2 cruisers arrived, no lights, just purpose. Deputy Harper, seasoned and sharp, took charge. "Suspects in custody?" Michael nodded, handing over his phone. "All recorded." The tall one bolted, tripping over Mom's tacky garden gnome, a stone chef with a smug grin. He hit the ground hard, cuffed by Deputy Lopez, a no-nonsense officer snapping photos of the scene. The men, Carl Weston and David Pratt, were part of a racket targeting vulnerable homeowners, elderly, disabled, grieving. Their shell company, Urban Standards LLC, fabricated violations to extort cash or seize property. Leaked emails revealed a county official, Gregory Holt, pushing visual uniformity by targeting ramps as property depreciators. The scam spanned 3 counties, with 39 victims, 11 destroyed ramps, and 16 stolen vehicles. The video went viral, hitting 4.3 million views. The gnome became a meme, captioned, "Karma's Cook." A movement, the ramp line, erupted. Communities built ramps, painted them proudly. Lawsuits piled up. Holt was suspended, but the county's denials rang hollow. Weston cracked, testifying that Holt trained them to target unsightly accessibility aids. At trial, Weston and Pratt got 7 years for fraud, impersonation, and elder abuse. A donor funded new ramps for victims, but Thomas demanded Weston and Pratt rebuild his. The DA approved, and under supervision, they sweated for 3 days, Thomas watching silently. When done, he rolled down the ramp and rasped, "Now you get slope ratios?" Pratt's eyes glistened. The crowd cheered, not mocking, but victorious. The new ramp, stenciled, "Built by broken hands, restored by steady ones," stood as a monument. Thomas stood briefly that evening, gripping the rail, reclaiming his strength. The story sparked debates. Was the public shaming just? Did Thomas's demand cross a line? The ramp line grew, a defiant stand for dignity. What do you think? Was Thomas right to make them rebuild? Share your thoughts below. Let's debate justice, restitution, and standing up for what's right. Hit like, subscribe, and let's keep this conversation going.